I'm Jason with Tenkara Talk, and this is my review of the Bass Pro Shops White River Gear Bag. I've always used a gear bag to organize all my fly fishing gear at home, but also to take with me in the car. A lot of times I'm introducing people to fly fishing or Tenkara, and often they need to borrow gear or they lose gear or break it, and so I need to be able to carry some replacement gear with me. So gear bag is just a very convenient way to organize your gear. Found this one at Bass Pro Shops for about $100 and thought it was a great value, so I thought I'd just share some of the features I like about it with you. Let's take a look at some of the things on the outside. First thing you'll notice is that it's got a flap that covers the internal part. This just helps make it a little bit more waterproof. It's also got two daisy chains if you want to hang some extra gear on the outside. That's also a nice convenient feature if you want to put a towel there or something. Very sturdy lift handle right here. Sometimes you don't always want to grab your gear bag by the shoulder strap, or you can't, and so it's just nice to have a nice handle here too so that you can pick it up that way. On the sides, you've got some nice gusseted pockets here. And here you can see I've got my Tenkara spools with a bunch of lines rigged up. So that's where I keep some spare lines in case anyone needs one or just wants to try a different line if they haven't yet. And then on top of that, you've got another thinner pocket. Here I just carry some of my business cards, stream cards, in case I want to hand them out in the stream if I meet anyone who's interested in learning more about Tenkara. That's a nice quick access pocket. And you've got the same thing over here on the other side. And here I just carry quick access items such as bug spray, first aid stuff, matches, an extra lighter, hand warmers, tissues, etc. So again, I like to be able to access some of these items real quick without having to open up the main bag. And again, you've got another zippered pocket here where I keep a lens cloth. Again, something I'd want quick access to without having to open up the entire bag. On the back, there's a full-length pocket here that is great for maps. And also, you can see it's got these hooks here. First, I didn't know what these were for, but this is actually a pretty clever design. These are to hook onto the rail of a boat. A lot of times when I'm saltwater fishing, I'll bring a bag like this and I have all my reels and my extra fly boxes in there. And if you have a rail on the boat, it's nice that you can just hang this off and it won't tip over if the boat rocks or anything like that. Probably won't use it too much for Tenkara, but when I go saltwater fishing, and I plan to, then I'll definitely be using that feature. But the map pocket here is nice too. On the very bottom, you can see there's another zipper here, and this is actually a pull-out rain cover. So this rain cover pulls over the entire bag. Again, great if you're on a boat to avoid water splashing onto it, but it's also just good in the rain or anytime you want to keep the contents of your bag dry. A couple of other nice features on the outside of this bag. In addition to the handle here on the top, you've also got haul loops on each side. Sometimes you need to drag your bag through the aisle of an airplane or wedge it in between some other bags on a boat, and that's it's nice that you've got these good sturdy haul loops on each side. And of course, you've got a shoulder strap. This is a very nice contoured padded shoulder strap that's removable if you want, but very comfortable, lots of padding here, and very durable strap. All right, let's take a look at the inside. You've probably noticed these Tenkara rods sticking out here, and they're not just resting underneath the flap here. You can see that there's actually adjustable loops on the inside where you can put a rod tube. This fits a Tenkara rod tube perfectly without making a really bulky bag, but as you can see, I don't really use rod tubes. Sometimes I like to carry a couple of extra rods with me, like I said, just in case I'm introducing someone new to Tenkara, or they happen to break a rod and need an extra one. I've always got a spare with me, or if I break one. Hasn't happened yet, but you never know. So this is a nice feature. You can really cinch this down, the rods won't go anywhere, and as you can see, Tenkara rods just fit this bag perfectly without having some big long tube sticking out or anything like that. So in the front, you've got two very functional pockets. The first one here on the left is great for organization. As you can see, it's got some stretch mesh pockets in here that you can put hemostats or other tools, leaders, split shot, whatever you want. It's got some very nice organization. That's something my old bag didn't have, so I really appreciated that about this one. And of course, there's some extra room down here in the bottom. So this actually holds a lot. There's another pocket on the other side here that doesn't have the organization pockets, but this is the one I use to keep all my tippet spools. So again, that holds more tippet than you'd ever need. And you'll also see that here there's another quick access pocket just on the front, and that's great if you just want to throw your cell phone or something in there real quick. Something you might not want to put down in the car or on the ground, but just put temporarily while you do other stuff and then grab it again and go. So again, very well thought out organization here in the front panel of the pack. If we open up the main compartment, you can see that in the lid, we've got a full-length zipper with a see-through window with 3 different pockets in it. And as you can see, this is where I carry my leaders. My Tenkara lines, but they're also good for fly fishing leaders and anything in a small flat package that you just want quick access to and be able to kind of look and see what's in there. So very nice functional lid there too. They made a lot of use of every inch of space in this bag. The main compartment is very spacious and it comes with dividers. Now I didn't really use the dividers because I had some kind of bulkier gear that I wanted to put in here, but you could put the dividers in here and make some nice padded spaces for reels or extra fly boxes, cameras, lenses, etc. Different types of gear. So I took all the dividers out except one. I made one here so I can separate out some stuff. So you'll see on the front and on the top here I've got my chest pack and just kind of keep that there for easy access. And then in the bottom I still have tons of room for things like a small tripod, gloves, rain jacket. There's a hat in here. I've got a small REI Flash backpack in case I need to carry some stuff on the stream with me. Around the inside perimeter, there's a bunch of pockets that can hold tools, bandanas. I keep snacks in here and other things. So again, lots of usable space around here for different types of gear. And then here's how I did my divider. I just put one here, and then in the very bottom I've got different fly boxes that I can have quick access to, and then I can put other stuff on top of that. So it's not often I have to pull out a bunch of fly boxes, but I just keep them there kind of as a reserve in case someone runs out of flies or wants to try some different flies. You've also got a full-length pocket here for storage of more flat things, maps, whatever you want, notepads. And there's a full-length zipper on the inside as well, where you keep, again, more flat things like notebooks, etc. So I think this gear bag is a great value and strikes just the right combination of balance and simplicity. There is such a thing as over-organization. I looked at some fish pond bags that were about 2.5 times the price of this, but they had more zippers and pockets than a Michael Jackson jacket. So I imagine it'd be pretty hard to find something in a bag like that. But I think this has just the right amount of organization, and for $100 you really can't beat the features.